that means that Wits University is literally giving false information and misrepresenting your identity. Hence why my question is, who was the one that you reported to? Because if we know who you reported to, then we know who to direct Wits University as well as the Department of Health to, so that they can say, actually, here's this person. He actually did work at Helen Joseph Hospital and he's been serving so long. So who did you report to at Helen Joseph?
Well, that information, we send it to the Department of Health through our attorneys. So hence, I didn't even want to address this matter publicly.
How long did you work at Helen Joseph?
2 years.
2 years. And in that 2 years, did you see patients? How many patients would you estimate?
Yeah.
Did you administer medicine?
Well, I'm not going to answer that because
if you're a doctor, you see patients. Did you administer? Did you administer medicine? Yes, you did.
Yeah.
You administered medicine. What ailments were you treating?
Various.
Give me examples.
Can be anything from like stabbings, bronchitis, HIV, TB, etc.
You were administering medicine for HIV?
Various elements, yeah.
You were administering medicine for TB?
Yeah.
You were administering medicine for bronchitis? Okay. And you saw 10, 15, 20, how many patients, if you had to estimate? With 2 years is a long time, and Helen Joseph is a public hospital, so how many patients were you seeing?
Yeah, like a lot.
So you say you did give them medicine. That where did you get that medicine from? From the actual space, the store. Where did you get the medicine from?
Yeah, from the actual place.
From Helen Joseph Hospital, from the facility. And you would give them and you would diagnose them. You actually diagnose patients. Okay. And then did you do follow-ups, checkups, and the like? Okay. Now, when Helen Joseph apprehends you, why did they apprehend you?
So firstly, in this whole entire drama, there was just one thing that was quite, what's the word I'm looking for? Was the lack of communication from my side, you understand? So when I went to Helen Joseph, I own an NGO. Well, we own an NGO with a couple of friends, Greater Than AIDS Africa, right? And in this NGO, we are also on the Gauteng AIDS Committee as well. So we have a funding where we track down patients that have defaulted, right? So if it so happens that we find you are quite ill, we then take you to a hospital. So we have an ambulance that we contracted with for the ambulance. So what happened was that on the 27th of October, I wasn't there, but the other team in the organization were there. They took a patient in. He's an unknown patient, right? So then on the 29th of October, what we then did was we got a call from the hospital and then we missed it. Then we subsequently got an SMS from a doctor there to state that we should come fill in a statement of the patient that was brought in earlier on. Then we were like, okay, no problem. We will do that. But we were in the West Rand. So around 8, we went there, myself. So she's a nurse. She works in the NGO. And she went up because the security said only one person can enter. So she went up. I stood outside. I asked the security, can I use the bathroom? And then he said, sure, go the other side. I went the other side, asked the securities there. Same thing. I went to the bathroom. A different security then stopped me. It's like, no, come here.
Let me just pause this for a second. Bethy, you say that you're a doctor, right?
Yeah.
You worked at Helen Joseph Hospital for 2 years, in which case security, the nurses, the staff, the janitor, the cleaner, the woman that makes tea, the woman that brings in the people that change the sheets, the suppliers, everybody will have a clear knowledge of who you are because doctors are rotated. But if you work at Helen Joseph for 2 years, doctors know you enough, staff knows you enough, correct? So then you did not have to ask and you did not have to be stopped because you say that you are a doctor stationed at Helen Joseph Hospital. How would they turn away a doctor who is known, who's worked there for 2 years, unless they did not know you?
Well, firstly, I don't work there now because I'm doing my concert.
No, you don't work there now. You worked there then.
Yes.
Which means that they knew, and you said you worked for 2 years, right? Which means that staff would know you, which means that security would know you. Why would security turn away a doctor that they know that worked with them for 2 years?
Okay, so firstly, it was the reason that they stopped me was for the allegations of impersonating a doctor. You understand?
But if you're a real doctor, you said to me, you are a real doctor. You were stationed at Helen Joseph Hospital after completing your Wits medical degree.